And the workday is finally officially done, so I get to goof off in Lotro for a little while. And knock on wood, I'll be able to get featured instance run again. I think it shouldn't have rotated yet, I don't think. Yep, still Agaroth. Never really entirely sure after patch day if they're gonna mess with something or unexpectedly rotate. So I'm keeping my eye out in LFF chat to see if any groups form, and in the meantime, going to do the mindless bounties. Nobody's doing the tree yet, at least. Yep, and found me. So I had the idea to finish buffing before I started fighting a tree, but obviously that's not going to happen. He is just determined to be a once again with both the Yellow Line Runekeeper build that I run as well as my Red Line Champion. I am very much builds that live or die on whether or not we're getting our crits in. And so this time around, I just was not landing nearly enough crits. For the Runekeeper, that really determines just straight up how quickly the enemy dies. On the Red Champ, I'm simply more likely to get those self-heals in bigger quantities, so it's a survivability thing. Alright, so obviously somebody beat me to the salamander. With any luck, they're doing the crab right now, and I can just kind of catch up in the loop. So obviously any luck is going to be none. Maybe I'll be able to catch them at the beast. Or I might just be absolutely the worst timing ever, which is also entirely possible. Because I do not see the beast. Oh, there's the beast. And I missed him at the beast. So hopefully they're going to the bird next, and they haven't come from that as well. Otherwise, I am just really SOL. Okay, the bird's at least up, but already being pulled. So I gotta get on this one quickly. Okay, that is at the very least one bounty down. Two, technically, with the tree. Now I'm going to have to swing all the way back around and hopefully catch the salamander and pick up that side of the route. I think I just had the worst timing, and these guys were finishing their route just as I started. Which also means that they're not going to be going where I am, so I won't be able to group up and share with them. Womp womp. Now, if my luck holds, I'll get here just as another group has come through and is finishing up killing a salamander. And I'm really wondering about that, because there's still not a salamander there. But at this point, I am just going to chill out and wait, because I am not going to make another cycle of the island. It will take whatever time it takes. Inevitably, the way to get a mob to spawn, start walking away to find something else to kill in the meantime. Here's somebody riding up, but are they coming here or... Okay, they're coming here. Pair of rune keepers. So with any luck... Oh, that sucks. That person just missed it. Somebody just put out a feeler looking for featured instance groups, so shot him a tell, and awesome. So, I'm gonna park myself someplace reasonably safe here. Send a quick hello in fellowship chat, and I'll enter into the instance because they've already got it started
Deep
up.
in the frozen wilds of Forokel, the Arnorian fortress Agaroth lies hidden.
Oh, they've
Although
really
no
already got
living
it started up.
souls
They're
have set
pulling
foot
on.
there for thousands of years, thou now findest thyself in a race to reach its port before the forces of
Likely just killing on the way to the
Let us not give up hope
first
so
boss.
soon. This ice sounds quite thin, and I think I hear something on the other side.
And looks
We
like
may
we've
be able to
pulled
break
our
through this.
third. Just waiting for them to join. Let's see what we get. We've got a champ and me on the Runekeeper, so we should have a fair bit of damage.
Excellent. I am eager to leave this frozen pit for good. No one warned me of the smell of a wet Garadon.
Contempt is milkful wit. Once your master has his pride, our pact is broken.
Oh, am I gonna get the rare person who actually goes right boss
The ranger
first?
who has been poking around has finally arrived. So much
Or are we just
excitement all
clearing
at
paths
once.
to bosses? That's
Let
also
them observe our
possible.
moment of glory, and then you may incinerate them. Arkaroth at last. Wait, what is happening?
Sardiroth, the enemy comes.
Yeah, it's entirely possible we might be doing right boss first. I always love it when somebody does something a little out of the
We are
ordinary.
so close! Marine, Garadine, deal with this problem. I must contact the master at once.
What is this? Shades of Arnorians protect the hold. We must assist them.
Aye, defeating both the leader of the Angmarine and the chieftain of the Goradime may prove our allegiance to them.
Finished my Angmarim Slayer advanced deed, so clearly I've been in here a little bit.
We have reached the fortress, Master, but there is a complication. No, I will
Right, now
handle
we're
them
just
myself.
Waiting for our third. Hopefully, the champ doesn't go in and pull the
Outsiders,
boss.
You will be destroyed
So
at the
I wanna make
hands
sure
of
that I-
Ygritte
well-
the Ashen. The Witch King has
We're
commanded
going to do the
it.
boss, which might screw the third person over, I'm not sure.
By the power of the Witch King! Burn to cinders!
No blazing strike.
By the
The only
will
interrupt I
of
have.
Allah!
Oh good, the champion clobbered.
Burn to cinders!
And that should be that.
No! No! Garadon! Take my power and keep your word to Angmar.
Hopefully when we get our third in
Hell
here,
does not break
they're
promises.
still able to get the featured
Arnmarine.
instance credit. I know
It
there's some
will be
weirdness with
done.
that depending on do you do all the bosses, etc. And that gives us a burglar. So yeah, champion burglar runekeeper. Got a fair amount of damage here. boss. On to boss number 2.
Those Angmarine fools bit off more than they could chew. But we are still bound by pact, so I must defend them. Come then, it's a chieftain of the Gauradine!
Get this little area lit up here for
Thing of my spear!
kill spot. Bad dog.
Of your pack! Feel the sting of my spear! Your foul magic was not enough, Angmarine. I go to meet my...
Alright, 2 bosses down, on to the end, and so much talking coming.
Down, Sardiroth. These outsiders have proven they are not in league with the invaders. Come forward.
So I'll get to the boat and then do some inventory management while the talking is going on. And here also is where I wish that the Runekeeper had a movement speed buff. Because the Champion's got sprint, Burglar and some of their specs moves considerably quicker. But I don't have anything to boost my speed. I just have
Hail to you,
Hold W.
Sardiroth, you said? Stone Wardens? I am Lothrandir, a ranger of the north, a Dunedain.
NPCs are talking.
How long have
but
you
we're
been
just gonna
here?
head to the ship anyway. Okay, while they're talking, I'm going to sell off some crap.
Another lost soul, but not one of our order.
Don't think I
Wait.
have any junk
Art
gear
thou
still that's truly
Renioheen! Toguiarana Waithin! We know thee not, but there can be no mistake. Thou art a fallen king of Elendil's line. We are at thy service,
So
my
that takes care of that.
The Losoth troubled over nothing. The sky is cloudless, the sea
Use up
calm.
one of those runes
Any ship built by
just
Lord
to
Círdan
keep
is
making
most
space
sound,
in
but the
inventory.
Losoth are wise to fear the dark magic of Gularan.
Already started piling
Keep
up
on
more
your
of that.
guard. Why dost thou linger in Middle-earth, honored king? There is Arvidwi, and he's alive! Is this a vision of the past?
I would ask thee the same question, Captain.
4 of
It
these
has been
plus
thousands
threes.
of years since anyone set foot here,
So I'll put a
living
pair
or
in here,
Indeed, Lothrandir.
pair in here. Just keep
We are
pumping
to
that crit
see
right
the
now.
moment of the Thoraval's doom.
Alright, much better. Inventory
Even a
space.
king knoweth us not. Then we truly were abandoned. Allow me to reveal our order's history.
Is it really possible for the Witch King to summon a storm? How could he possess such power?
Powers from ages past still lingers in this world,
Right,
held
here
by the
is our
wise and
visage
those
of
who
the
die not.
Witch King.
Servants of the enemy are not to be underestimated. Long ago, King Valandur of Arnor ordered that a powerful relic
Start
of
making the
Numenor,
area
the
around his
Helcassar,
spawn point bad.
for the enemy had begun to strive against the west once more.
And that just gets my cooldowns
Can you feel it?
basically a little bit out of the way.
Even without my body, I sense the change. I feel chilled to my very spirit.
That's really what I want to do, is I want to start getting to the point where my cooldowns will be back
Nights to take
before
relic
the
into
fight
hiding
ends.
among the northern mountains. Here it was placed, and Argoroth built around it. The last time I felt this way was just before the fell storm that doomed the Garden. Even knowing what is destined to happen here, I'm still filled with dread.
And we killed him
Holy God!
before he
By
did
the
the
Valor!
sudden squall.
How can a storm build so
not bad.
quickly?
For generations we protected
We got him
Argoroth
killed
in
before he
secret.
did his first
But then
positional
one
attack,
day,
and
we
before
all
the
felt
NPCs
a
had
great
finished their
sense
other
of
talking.
unease, as if the wind carried evil itself. What followed was a storm of unnatural terror.
Brace yourselves, Dunedain. He has found us. What is that? Can they not see him?
It seems the Witch King has real power, even in a vision of the past.
Okay, and
Be
we
ready
got
for
more boots of the
anything.
Narrow Delve, although those are actually
Snow
decent
and
ones.
ice fell upon the narrow delve for
Scribe
many
Spark,
days on end,
and
trapping us inside.
wow,
Those that did not freeze to death eventually starved.
just a rare enhancement
No
rune
help
box.
from Arnor came.
Oof.
We all perished.
So that was kind of crap loot.
But we did not pass on. Our oath to protect the Helcathar had bound us to this place. The enemy had conjured a storm to destroy us, but would never have its prize.
We've lost control. The ship is being torn apart.
Curse thee, Witch King of Ang!
Well, that was largely disappointment.
We are back in Argoroth. We defeated the Witch King's manifestation.
Enter,
But
that's
the
what she said
Thorvald
here.
still perished at sea.
So let's see if I
Past
can,
cannot be
at the
changed,
very least, pick up the
We can
bounties
learn
and go
what
from
we
there.
witnessed.
I never thought I would have to
I
live
was
through
really
my
hoping
death
for
a second time.
better results from the
Many
gearbox
lost
there.
because of my actions. My damnable pride.
Crab
Why did
is
I not
down.
heed the words of the
I'm going to
Lushoff
guess that
Elder?
the beast is probably down
escape
also,
the
because that probably
frozen
means somebody
swallow
has
of the
just been through
refugee.
here.
To reclaim my status as royalty or deliver vengeance upon Angmar.
King Arvidwi, forgive me for my curt
Yep,
words,
the beast
but I
is
see
down.
no reason for thou to punish
Well,
thyself still.
I'll head
for
back
thine
and wait for the
own
crowd.
demise. Thou wert desperate, true.
So
but
starting
for
the night
hate,
off well.
not
Had
for
bad
an
luck
end
with
to thy
the
suffering.
spawns and routes on the island for bounties, and I didn't get anything good from the featured instance. That's a good sign. Clear out these little crabs, make myself some space, because they love wandering into the fight. Oh, good. Here comes the cavalry. And thankfully, one of them actually had an aggro generating skill and pulled it off of me. And gonna guess that they're headed to the beast next. Yep. So I will happily stick around and finish up the bounties with these folks. And that was actually the last one that I needed, but because hashtag community matters and all of that. I will ride with them and do the bird and also the tree if they're circling back around to the tree. Make sure that everybody gets all their stuff. And somebody came in dragging a beetle. So it actually looks like they're headed back to town. Yep, they're all headed back to town. Good. So they must have hit the tree on their way in. Perfect, so that is 5 out of 5. Go ahead and drop out of group because that is a whole... Basically, like, all these people are the same kin, so they might be doing other stuff. I'm going to leave them to their stuff.
Greetings, kind traveler. Fair winds to you. Greetings, kind traveler. Greetings, kind traveler. Fair winds to you.
And get my 100 embers for the day. Let's see what I have. Oh, that's not what I meant to open. Tasks. Okay, what do I have for task items? I have a lot of sea-tossed skin. We'll get rid of some of those. Take my stuff and give me legendary item XP for it. Right, that is my 10 out of 10 tasks done. Let's see. Hand in stuff I've been getting for killing enemies to get something good from it. Ahead and dump that rune in. Be good and actually keep up to date on my allies, at least a little bit. Sell the vendor trash items. And go ahead and swap to the champion. Probably do the featured instance with him as well. Then put a bit of time into leveling the captain. Want to keep getting that alt up. And someday do something about this character's inventory. I just have way too many potions. But that someday is not today. So as I'm turning these tasks in, I'm keeping an eye on the chat for people advertising a featured instance group. Last time around, it didn't take all that long for somebody to be putting one together. Probably hop over to Bel Inzel and at least start the bounties. I really don't care about them as much on this character just because
Greetings, kind traveler.
they've got gear, so I'm not so much worried about this, but it still lets me build up embers so I can help gear my other characters because those are account-wide. But the thing I really care about more is just seeing if I can get another featured instance run in. There seem to be a lot of folks around. I think some of them just went and headed up to the tree already, because I saw them ride past. Hopefully, they're starting at the tree, not the salamander, so I guessed correctly, and yep, looks like the tree's fighting something. No, they're not at the tree. They might have gone to the salamander. Shoot. So I'm just going to take a quick peek down here, see if I can catch them, and not be just completely out of sync with whatever they're running. Yep, there's a lore master. Oh, the lore master is waiting for the salamander. But this guy is here too, so I'll just go ahead and join this. If they're doing salamander first, we'll do salamander first. All of us must have just completely missed the rotation. Oh well. how quickly the salamander spawned, the crab should spawn pretty quickly as well. Always have to pet the ugly pets. And there's our crab. Crab is currently covered in bees, as it happens. The lore master pets just do the absolute silliest attacks. Okay, looks like we're not going to have to wait for the beast at least. And he should drop absolutely quickly, because he doesn't have near as much defense as the crab has, and we absolutely murdered the crab. And after the bird, I'll swing back around to the tree. I don't know if these guys did the tree already or not, but if they did, it's no big deal to solo it. Oh. Looks like one of them might have already done the bird, because our lore master just kind of had... nope, they're planted down the bottom. I really don't like the people who try and pull the bird off of this pedestal here. It just makes it so melee has to chase. But obviously that is not going to happen, because a lore master or even a redline one is not going to pull aggro off of a guardian. So we will keep the bird up on the rock where nature intended it. There we go. Bird. And so I'm going to hit the tree. I don't know if these guys are going to come with me or not. They might be headed right back to town. the very least, the lore master looks like they're headed to the tree, because otherwise, if they were headed back to town, they would have broken off earlier. And while I wait for the tree to respawn, may as well mine. I know that that guardian was harvesting wood, so I figured I would just leave that branches for him. There we go, here's a tree. Excellent. So it looks like all of us needed a tree, or the other two just kind of came here to get one more kill in, or because they saw that more than one person needed it. So either way, I'm good. So there still haven't been any people talking about putting more featured instance groups together in the looking for fellowship chat. So
It is a
as soon as I
fine
turn
day
these
indeed.
in, gonna take a minute
It is
and
a
then I'll
fine
probably
day
start
indeed.
shouting in there.
Fair winds to you. Ha! Fair winds to you. Greetings, kind traveler.
Just make sure nobody in kin is on. Oh, only one person, but they are definitely not high enough level to be running the featured instance. So that will not help us any. And let's see, quick scroll up to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, that's a whole bunch of nothing. And throw a quick feeler into LFF chat and we'll see what comes of it. One person said yes. So apparently I'm putting the group together and we're just going to go ahead and I'll see what tells I get. It's always kind of funny. There's definitely... Oh, let me put that at size 3 so that it works correctly. There's definitely ebbs and flows of time where sometimes it's just absolutely flooded with people looking to cram into featured instance groups, and other times it's just slow like this. And it can literally be minutes apart from each other. Let's toss out same thing into World Chat, because sometimes people recruit in World Chat as much as I hate it. Would prefer that people as much as possible just stuck to using LFF so that World Chat stayed World Chat, but I've noticed a lot of people just don't have LFF up or don't look at it. So World Chat is the old standby. Oh, there we go.
Deep in the frozen wilds
Sometimes you're just stuck making the group yourself.
The Armorian fortress Agaroth lies hidden, although no living souls have set foot there for thousands of years.
And it's me and two hunters,
this
which is
thyself
kind of
in a
hilarious.
race to reach its vault before the forces of Angmar.
Incredible! To think some remnant of Arnor still exists up here, hidden and untouched for centuries.
What is this? Intruders! You, alert Igris at once!
There's the ice our path forward, as it did when I last came to this place, before I set sail.
We have almost broken through to the fortress. We cannot allow our work to be interrupted.
Let us not give up hope so soon. This ice sounds quite thick, and I think I hear something on the other side. We may be able to break through this.
Excellent. I am eager to leave this frozen pit for good. No one warned me of the smell of a wet Garadon.
Contempt is mutual wish. Once your master has his prize, our pact is broken.
Okay, the hunters are both keeping up, so that's
The
good.
ranger who has been poking around has finally arrived. So much excitement all at once. Let them observe our moment of glory, and then you may incinerate them. Arnroth at last. Wait, what is happening?
Sardiroth, the enemy comes. Protect Argoroth at all costs.
Oh, they got the, I think somebody might have hunter targeted, because they got those marks from the second side of the pack down there. Oh well.
Contact the Mothra at once.
What is this?
Killing a couple extra is not the end of the
Protect the
world.
hold.
Unlike
Assist them.
with people who speedrun everything.
Defeating
before
both the
you.
leader of the Angmarim and the chieftain of the Goradai may prove our allegiance to them.
It seems those Angmarim fools bit off more than they could chew. But we are
Alright,
still
into the
bound
boss.
by pact, so I must defend them. Come then, face a chieftain of the Gauradine! Feel the sting of my spear! Die by the claws of the Gauradine! My spear flies!
Almost dead.
Strength of your pack!
Doing that stupid run around thing.
My spear flies!
I know he's still pinned on
I
me,
have
but he
failed.
does still just kind of run around and attack one of the other people briefly before he comes back. And it's annoying when you're melee because you have to sit there and run after him.
I accept your boon, Garadon, but it is unnecessary. I have more than enough power to destroy these interlopers.
If I really wanted to do trash quickly, I would have swapped back to yellow just for trash, but I'm already in my boss spec. I'm just not going to do it. We've got 2 hunters. There should be no need for extra AoE damage. And we can just mow these guys down.
We have reached the fortress, Master,
Better.
but there is a complication. No, I will handle them
2
myself.
hunters ought to give us plenty of range and plenty of interrupts.
Outsiders, you will be destroyed at the hands of Ygritte the Ashen. The Witch King has commanded it.
Alright, well there's
You
one
will
interrupt
observe our
that the
pact spirit.
hunters apparently just didn't want to do because it stops their DPS.
To ash. By the will of Angmar!
So I'll just do the interrupts. That's cool. I got this.
Burn to ash!
Yeah, they're not doing any interrupts or purges, so womp womp.
Useless Garadon magic.
I am less than terribly concerned about that.
Stand down, Sardiroth. These outsiders attempt that they are not in league with the invaders. Come forward. We must speak.
Not sure if they're waiting for me to get there to loot. Okay, there we go. They looted. Good.
Hail to you, Sardiroth, you said? Stone Wardens? I am
They're
Lothrandir,
both hunters.
a
They can
ranger of
move
the north,
quickly, so
a
I'm gonna go
Dunedain.
ahead and just meet
How
them,
long have you been here?
at the door here.
Be welcome among us, brother. We cannot say how long we have lingered. The passing of years means nothing to the dead. And who else is with thee? Another lost soul, but not one of our order. Wait, art thou? We know thee not, but there can be no mistake. Thou art a fallen king of Elendil's line. We are at thy service, my liege.
Renioheen! Toguiarana Wytheen!
Why dost thou linger in Middle-earth, honored king?
The Losoth troubled over nothing. The sky is cloudless, the sea calm. I would ask thee the same question, Captain. It has been thousands of years since anyone set
So
foot
get
here,
buffs, because it
living
never
or
hurts.
Any ship built by Lord Círdan is most sound, but the Losoth are wise
And
to
again,
fear the dark
idea
magic of
here is going to
Gularan.
be to
Keep
basically
on your
just
guard.
DPS this guy down before
Even a
we
king knoweth us not.
have to eat a wave.
Truly were abandoned. Allow me to reveal our order's history.
There is Arvidwi, and he's alive! Is this a vision of the past?
Long ago, King Valandur of Arnor ordered that a powerful relic of Numenor, the Helcassar, be moved, for the enemy had begun to strive against the West once more. Indeed, Lothrandir.
So much talking in this
We are
place,
to
just
see the
so
moment
so
of
much talking.
Orval's doom.
Is it
Goes on
really
for so long
possible
that
for
the
Witch
hunters
King
are
to
actually having
summon
to
a
reset the
storm?
traps that they
How
just
could he
set.
possess such power?
Powers from ages past still lingers in this world,
Okay, there you
held
go.
by the wise and those who
Message of
die
the Witch
not.
King is up
Servants
off
of
the
the
side
enemy
ship,
are not to be
which means we should
underestimated.
have him on board shortly.
He sent his son, Prince Elendur, and a contingent of knights to take the relic into hiding among the northern
Here's
mountains.
our boy.
Here it was placed, and Agoroth built around it.
So
Something is
now we
wrong.
just need to
Can you
wait
feel
for
it?
him to come active and start
Even
handling.
without my body, I sense the change. I feel chilled in my very spirit. The last time I felt this way was just before the fell storm that took the Sardiroth.
Even knowing what is destined to happen here, I'm still filled with dread.
For generations, we protected Agoroth in secret. But
Oh yeah, we definitely have DPS power this guy before he does the rest.
as if the wind carried evil itself. What followed was a storm of unnatural terror.
Amathine!
Awesome.
Holy Goth!
By the Vala! How can a storm build so quickly?
Brace yourselves, Dunedain. He has found us.
Snow and ice fell upon the narrow dell for many days on end, trapping us inside. Those that did not freeze.
What is that? Can they not see him?
It seems the Witch King has real power, even in a vision of the past. Be ready for anything.
Oh, interesting. I don't know if
But
I've seen this
did
one
not pass
before.
on. Our oath
Might,
to
vitality,
protect the
crit defense, and
Helcathar had
fate?
bound
Ugh.
us to this place. The enemy had conjured a storm to destroy
That
us,
might be why.
but would never have its prize. And
Let's
that
see
is
what
why we
got in the
linger.
presents.
Though the vault has not been opened since Elendor sealed
Got
it,
another remembered rivals
never
piece.
laid
That
eyes
one
on it.
is a tanking
we
piece.
continue to keep
Interesting.
the Helcathar
Ooh,
safe
and a
from the
sealed
enemy's
tracery
onslaught.
legendary.
We've lost control! The ship
Nice.
is being torn apart!
Curse thee,
All
Witch
right.
King of Angmar!
Ahead and
I
drop out of
will not
group.
allow thee.
So I don't really care about the helmet
We are back
as
in Argaroth.
much.
We defeated the Witch King's
Mostly
manifestation.
just because I have...
But the Thoraval still perished at sea.
I think I have a better helmet in my
The past
tankings.
cannot be changed, but we can learn from what we witnessed.
But because that's part of a set, that
I
might
never thought I would
actually
have
be
to
good
live
with the
through my
bonuses.
death a second time.
Depending on what I can put in that essence slot.
Because of my actions.
So I'm definitely going to hang on to that.
My
But
damnable pride. Why did
getting
I
that legendary
the
sealed
Lord
tracery,
Softer?
it's not a tracery token, which will let me select one, but that's still solid.
Reclaim my status as royalty.
And an enhancement.
Deliver vengeance upon Angmar.
So that was significantly better than the
Forgive me for my
Runekeeper's
curt
Hall,
words,
because the
but I
Runekeeper's Hall
see
was
no reason
crap.
for thou to punish thyself still for thine own demise.
Right, put my task item carry all back. Bounce this guy back over into the housing neighborhood. And I'm gonna hop over to the captain and just do a bit of questing and leveling. Probably gonna be a short one. Captain right now is sitting at 148, so 2 more levels, and I'll have that 3rd level cap character. Probably Hunter after that. Although I really still do need to work on my minstrel, because that's sitting at 130 and kind of languishing. Okay, so last time I left off... Okay, so I'm still in Ost Arndir is where I was questing. It's not bad. I should be able to get there from Dol Amroth, I believe. In the meantime, that'll let me stop by the task board real quick and dump off some of these items. And start getting rid of some CTOS skins. Or keep getting rid of them, rather. The nice thing about having this carry-all on multiple characters that are going through the same stuff is that all of those task items just collectively dump into it, and I can hand it back and forth. Okay, let's see if we can get to Ostarndir from here.
I never thought to see such happy days as these.
I can get to Melgabos or Lond Kyrian. Yeah, so those are going to be closest. I think Lond Kyrian is closer. Either way, both of those should have a route to Ostarndir.
Days of peace have come at last to Gondor.
And yes, I fully realize I could use the Stable Master map, I just don't want to. So, what I am doing now, where I left off, is the two kids ran off to go play on the warship. So, I am looking to find their babysitter who was goofing off in the kitchen. And tell them, buddy, you got some runaway youngsters? I think in here the kitchen is in the far back. Yeah. Here's our babysitter, who has already lost track of his charges.
Orgalas has left the keep with Nauriel's son? Already?
How can he already have slipped my watch and disappeared? Well, I don't want to say you're bad at your job, but you didn't do a good job at your job. So we're going to go take a quick ride out to the Wave Hunter, because that's docked nearby. And we know where the kids are going. So let's go find the escaped rascals.
told him not to do it, but he would not listen to me.
And there's New Kid all the way up in the rigging of the ship. You know, like you do.
What if we falls? At least Orgalos has sense enough to stay on solid ground.
Yeah, well, you lost track of the kids, and this is what happens. Come here, kid. Teleport down to the deck, please. Yeah, so it turns out this kid is part Nightcrawler.
You worry too much. He was not in any danger.
I love that the kid is already boarded the ship, too. Spoiled kids.
I suppose we should return to Ostandir.
Yeah, maybe you should. So we head back to the entrance of the keep.
The boys are safe?
Thank the Valor.
And a scout has just arrived, so...
The Lady Nariel prepares a response to deal with the Corsair raiders.
Now we get to go be invited back to the grown-ups table. After our little side quest.
A number of Corsair ships have sailed in secret up the Hathalant.
Because we've been warning people about this for a while, but
We
you know,
will
no
fight
biggie.
alongside you to defend the Green Hills, Nariel.
All right, let's go kill us some
Then let
Corsairs.
us depart for Tomb-Roast with all haste. The people of Eafel suffer at the hands of the Corsairs. The smell of burning grapes hangs on the air. Alright, so I'm gonna head on with new guy here.
a second I thought my archer had forsaken me, but she was just being slow. Definitely cannot go fight without the archer, because she is actually the leader of this group. So the new plan here is that I go around the building and I'm going to be taking out the lurking corsairs who are on the edges. Relatively close here to level 149, so after that it'll be just one more. Which is not bad, but making good progress on the captain in the last few days. And hopefully, another couple more, I'll have her to 150. I'll get to start working on getting my hunter there as well. Kind of like to see about making a proper, like a full blue line captain, make a real healing captain, mostly just because red line is obviously the other real alternative to make this captain. If I'm gonna tank in a heavy armor character, I'm probably gonna tank on either my champion, or I finish leveling my guardian. I just have way more fun tanking on the champion. So I don't know that I would gear this character out as a tank. And at the same time, like, I periodically get heavy armor pieces, or just, might pieces in general, that have plus outgoing healing and are account bound or not bound. This would be a great character to be able to pass those to, rather than have them just kind of languish or be half useful. So if I could get all of those plus healing might pieces onto a character that can really use them, it would be a bonus. Down by the river, sadly lacking a van. Right. And even though they're all right here and they're just going to kind of hang out and check in with each other, we're the ones who get to go the 15 feet down and look for hidden corsairs. But it's okay. My Herald has this under control. And there's our hidden kid.
I should not have listened to him! I knew it was wrong! There was no convincing him! Thorongil wanted to get a closer look at the ships. And then...
Orgalos, you were to stay at Ostandir.
I'm sorry, my king, but Thorongil!
Breathe deeply, Orgalos, and then tell us what befell Thorongil.
I told him we should turn around, but he wanted to get closer to the ships. I hid in a bush, but he kept going, and one of the Corsairs seized him.
And this is what happens when you let kids make plans for other kids.
They called her the Reaper of the Waves.
We've heard that name before. Just in case you've forgotten, yes, the Reaper of the Waves probably is Nakasi Wave Reaper. I'd throw in a dun dun dun, but it was a little on the nose.
This outrage cannot stand!
I think there is reason to believe the Corsairs will not harm Thorongil.
Alright, so now we're in chase mode.
Return to Anfalas as quickly as you can, and look for some sign of the retreating Corsair ships.
Alright, we're gonna go see if we can get info on where they might have gone. The next place we need to go is Lon Kyrian, and then head down to the shore by there.
Have you come to help? Good.
Right, into Lon Kyrian and then down to the beach. Let's see if we can catch sight of some retreating Corsair ships. One small child richer. Not us, the Corsairs. That's right, we actually need to go back out of Lon Kyrian and across the bridge to where we can get a good view from the shore. So, we'll hop on the idiot pony. The bridge cut down to the beach. This should be a good path here. Right, look into the distance. Too hazy. find me a new looking spot. Can't quite make out what the distant shapes of the water might be. Find Arondil, see if he's had any luck.
Fleeing Corsair ships? No, I've not seen anything of that sort today.
Right, but he does say, hey, there's a grove further down the beach. We're gonna go check that out. And if you do a little bit of juking, you can come up this spot here. It's just not the easiest, route, but it is shorter and quicker if you can find all the spots that actually let you up. Because that lets you basically just kind of cross over that little ridge there and right down to where we need to go to keep heading to the grove. Oh, I think I'm going to screw that up. Yeah, I really thought I could get across there. Well, it was a shortcut up until I went too early. That's okay, needless extra swimming is just prep for the shield isles. And yes, the water here is deep and treacherous, but doesn't actually do enough damage to run the risk of killing me. Of course, now I just have to remember, is there actually a way up where I need to go from down here? Or did I completely hose myself? So I want to say I can get in here. There we go, we're at the cool little grove here where there don't seem to be any immediate signs, but there's an abandoned bow just kind of hanging out here. That's not sketchy at all. It's of unusual quality. And it's an end.
You there, small one.
So he's looking for his friend. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name.
There have been many strange happenings of late.
So, making the Ent speak quicker, this is Leafshade.
That is the bow of my friend Nestina. Nesona. He left it here when
So now we get to learn about his elf friend who was through here a little while ago, and hang on a second. This guy looks familiar.
Nestina Nesona.
Leafshade just likes to rename everybody. when it comes right down to it. And so he's still worried about the poison in his renamed elf friend here.
Time passed, but Nestina Nesorna could not wait.
And again, my friends need me. Horn, Nona, Hological, Glaoine. Boy, who could this mysteriously named elf be? Although, of course, we know that at the Battle of the Black Gate, Horn is actually dead. Oops. But everybody had been kind of separated by that point.
My friend regained his strength.
A great and distant evil has been defeated. Yep, that was us. We did that. And here he is complaining that we name things such small names, like he's renamed. I'm still not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Trust us to find the one goofy ant.
But Nestina Nesorna was still weak on the day strangers came to my home.
And once again, we have more of the Kindred of the Coin here. We got Nicasia Wave Reaper again. And I think this might be the first time that we've seen Tathata the Beast. Don't think we've seen her yet. And also shows us once again that the Kindred of the Coin aren't like a monolith as far as decision making. Tathata wants nothing to do with that. And it has an arrangement. He left with the kindred of the coin rather than them burning the grove.
Yesterday, I saw the ships return.
So at the very least, Leaf Shade has confirmed for us that, yeah, the ships just left. So now we go back to Locked Kyrian, and I think, yep, I'm just going to skip the overland travel and use return skill. Yeah, let's go find King Elisar and let him know, yep, ships are gone, we missed them. And not only do they have the kid, they've got our elf buddy. Well, my elf buddy.
We have only just arrived at Lond Kyrian. Did you learn where the ships are bound?
Yep, and so now Elisar knows that we have not only the kid, but Corden to rescue as well. And he's like, okay, crap, we gotta do something about that.
You will need a ship to carry you and the crew you choose to bring to Umbar.
And that's actually something that's interesting because he points out the crew you choose to bring. And in a little while here, we're actually going to get the choice to recruit. Is this the right stairway? Yes, it is. We're going to get the choice of kind of who we recruit for our ship's crew. I do have to go the other way. Rats. Okay, here we go. Talk the kid
Someone
into.
needs to rescue Thorongil, and I suppose it falls to me.
Yep, kid, we need your boat. So here we tell heroic tales of Glasgow. And he really would have wanted you to give us the boat.
My father's last thoughts were not for himself, or for what he was about to lose. I will remain behind, to help protect Anfalas and Pinnock Gelling from further attack by the Corsairs.
Right, so he's gonna stay. He knows he needs to stay behind. But he knows somebody's got to go, so it's gonna be us. And yep, he's gonna give us the boat. So he basically just kind of strong-armed a small child into giving us the inheritance he just got. I mean, we have secured ourselves a heroic transport for our journey by strong-arming a small child into giving us up the inheritance he just received from his dead father, who died in battle with us because we came through and gathered him. You know, no big.
I am pleased with the decision of Orgalos.
Of course you are. You got your way.
I suggest you add to the Wave Hunter's complement of sailors such folk as you can trust.
Okay, so we go talk to people and find out all who wants to go with us and who
I understand you are leading us. Good luck to you and to young Thorongil.
and who they think we should bring with us and provisions and all that. So we're just gonna go do a bunch of checking in.
Dearie me. Do take care of yourself.
Yes, we just told Eorith about our secret mission. She's totally not going to tell anybody. This is going to go perfectly.
Lenial and I will watch out for the king on his return to Minas Tirith. You take care of yourself.
Please take him back with you. Keep the king out of our hair.
Eorith says you plan to sail to Umbar. Good fortune go with you, and may you rescue the young heir of Pinath Galeen from his captivity.
Yes, will you please take care of Aragorn to keep him from doing anything stupid?
If you do encounter any members of this kindred, do not stay the killing stroke.
Well, that's violent. And now Lady Mara.
I may have misjudged both you and the king.
Nope, we're not gonna get the kid to follow in his father's footsteps. Instead, we're gonna take his boat. See ya.
You sail into dangerous waters, my friend. And in Umbar, you will be beyond my help.
Yes, please, go back to Minas Tirith and stop getting in the way and confusing people by trying to be a king of the people. Okay, so we go back to the library. Talk to K-Bar.
This is really happening?
Yes,
Well,
oh
the
yes,
king
this
asked me
is
to
really
accompany
happening.
you to Umbar. I thought he was joking.
We're going on an adventure.
I will be fine in a moment. Let me just breathe for a bit.
So this is actually something I find they did really interesting here, where basically Kaibar here tells us, like, here's the crew I want, right? He names these people and he's compiled, notes on them and where to find them. Or recruit any other members of the crew that you wish. So we've got basically these 5 here, which are our core crew people we need to go recruit. But there's a whole bunch of others that we can also do if we want to bring more people with us. A whole bunch more. And this is where it starts to really help out if you don't want to come back to that every time, to remember things like what people have said about or called all the various different people here. So boon companions is pretty easy. Boon companions obviously is Legolas and Gimli. And they happen to be hanging out down on the docks down here, I believe. I may, of course, be completely misremembering, but I'm pretty sure that docks are what I'm looking for. Oh, nope, I need to go out onto the pier there, don't I? This is what I get for half remembering things. No, that is not it either. Where is who I'm looking for? They're on the other pier. This episode of Stans is an Idiot has been brought to you by failing to remember where things are. But I can just say that all of that was so that I grabbed the travel point here. And nobody can prove anything else. That was clearly entirely planned. Now I will go check in with Gimli on the docks.
I know why you are here, my friend. And of course I will agree to sail with you into danger.
Alright, so basically he's saying, hey, can you go check on some seasickness remedies and find Legolas at the apothecary while you're at it. Now I check over by the apothecary here. Or I might actually be looking for the apothecary in the next town. I'm looking for the apothecary in the next town. Because I need to go back to Melgabas, yes. So to make this quicker, I'm just going to take the elevator up. Do some minor off-roading through the middle of town. It's cool. Nobody saw anything. And from here, I should be able to grab a horse back to
We
Melgabas.
must strive to defend our newly gained peace.
Apothecary should be down the road here, closer to the water.
A seasickness remedy? You are the second person to ask for such a concoction today.
So it turns out Legolas has already been here asking for the ingredients for a seasickness remedy, but we may as well double up. So we need wildflowers and parts from crawlers, crabs, or oxen. And I usually find that the easiest thing to do is just to get oxen on the road to the north here, where there will also be wildflowers, kind of just to the northwest of town. Lets you do a 2-for-1. Seriously, my archer just brutalizes these things. It's kind of not fair. Okay, we've started getting the wildflowers along the road, and more ox. Just makes this a nice, convenient little spot to do both things at one time. Okay, that is 2 wildflowers and 3 beast parts. Corsair just happened to be standing there. Sorry, buddy. But you are the bad guy. This should be all of our flowers here, number 5 and 6. And our last ox. Okay, back to town to give the apothecary flowers and ox parts. I'm not sure why flowers and ox parts would help keep you from being sick, but again, apothecary. And Legolas shows up because, of course, he beat us here.
Thank you for bringing me these. They will all be used in something.
I hope possession of this remedy will...
And Legolas says, of course he'll come with us along with Gimli. So, there we go. We've recruited Legolas and Gimli. And one of the next things, and it's actually the first one on the list there, is the Knight of the Green Hills. And we know who that is because we were paying attention to what people call things. So we need to go to, I want to say Ostarndir. Trying to remember where she is. I want to say she's in Ostarndir because it wasn't Monkirian. And this will be, of course, where I'm misremembering my towns, because I know what the place looks like, just forgetting what it's called. But that is the Lady of the Keep, and I want to say it's at Ostarndir.
Let our vigilance lapse.
Alright, let's go check and make sure I've got the right keep, because it should be Lady Nariel. She is the one who is the Knight of the Green Hills, so we'll go swing up, ask her if she wants to come on an adventure. Just tell her we're getting the band back together.
Every day that passes brings my son further into danger.
And she's like, yeah, let's arm up and go. So I'm gonna pop down to the armory and grab her gear while she gets set. That is downstairs to the right, I believe. That's right, it is through the kitchen and down one of these doors. There we go. Right here is the armory. Yep, there we go. Here is her sword and her shield. And we're getting stopped by her husband. And basically just like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here and take care of things, but be good. Yeah. Okay, so this is 2 down for our crew gathering.
Thank you for bringing me my equipment, and for speaking with my husband.
All right, so she is ready to go with us on the Wave Reaper. And that is level 149, so I am 1 level to go. And I think for there, I'm going to go ahead and bounce back to the personal home. This time I will make sure that I actually do not forget to put my task item carry-all back in the bank for everybody else to use, because that is the worst. And that is where I'm going to call it here. Let's see if there is anybody online and stream and throw to. Looks like that is kind of a bunch of nothing. So, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night here.